What's up, world? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hip Hop Munchies. I am your host, hardworking, and I'm here with a lovely guest,
Messy Money Sav. You already
Messy
know.
Money Sav. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well.
Yeah. How was the drive here? I know I asked you before, but I like to just ask.
It wasn't bad. It was smooth.
Okay. So let's just start from the beginning. I like to ask all my guests a little bit of fun fact about you that the world may or doesn't know.
A fun fact. Okay.
Yeah, that nobody knows or you haven't told anyone.
I used to sing.
Okay.
Very, very young. I was a part of the Boston Children's Choir.
Okay.
So before all this rapping stuff, I started off singing. So that's a little fun fact that most people don't know about me. That's your family.
Okay. A little bit of gospel.
Yeah, here and there.
Here and there. What about, is it like R&B or what do you?
I mean, honestly, it was just me playing around. Like, I remember my brother recorded me singing Adele when I was like probably 13. And we was all in the basement. All my cousins was over. We was listening to it. We was rocking out. They was like, you could sing. And I was just like, yeah. But to me, I didn't fall in love with it like I fell in love with rapping. Like, rapping was just different. It was different. And I was surrounded by rap. My brothers rap. My pops was MCing. Like, I grew up around music.
And you're originally from Boston?
I'm originally from Boston, yeah.
Okay. Beantown, stand up.
Beantown, stand up.
Yeah. Okay, so first I'd like to congratulate you. You had the Mafiathon appearance.
I did, yeah.
Off the radar, on the radar, I should say. How'd that moment even come together?
So honestly, I had been posting my music on my story here and there, and everyone knows I'm not a super consistent artist. I'm really not. So like, I was posting my music. A homegirl that we knew growing up, who is connected and on his team, saw my story and was just like, "You're still rapping?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm still rapping. I'm never stopping rapping." She's just like, "Listen, we need more females on Mafiathon." I'm like, "Why not? Let's get on there." So she offered the opportunity, and I took it and I ran, because why not? If it was gonna be anybody, why not?
Yeah, right, right.
And it was something big for the city.
Right.
So I had to do it.
I mean, how did that moment even feel?
Kind
Coming
of like
down to like even figuring out that you was going, I should say.
Honestly, well, first of all, it was a full circle moment once I got there. Let's say that it was a full circle moment, but
Okay.
I was really just caught off guard. Like, I was caught off guard. So like, when she reached out to me, she's just like, "Come out there," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, what do you need me to do? She's like, "They're doing a freestyle. They're having a segment, for the Mafiathon 3," and so I'm like, "All right, let's do it." Like, it was very simple. It wasn't any like having to pull strings with them. They're just like, "We need some artists on here. It's unknown and some known. Come on over," and got my flight booked, and we was out, the whole team.
I mean, what was the energy like being in a room with Cenat and Gabe?
The energy. I mean, it was there. It was just like everybody was listening, and I had my team behind the cameras. They were supporting me. So like, it definitely was good energy. Like, they made me feel welcomed, comfortable. I was super excited to be there. It was I'm super grateful. It was a good opportunity. Let's put it that way.
And again, congratulations on that, for sure. We're gonna hit the money sign for you.
Yeah.
So let's rewind all the way back.
Yeah.
What part of Boston are you from? And what was it like coming up from there?
Okay. So I'm from Dorchester, but my roots are all over Boston. I also grew up a little bit outside of Boston too. So I lived in Stoughton for a majority of my life as well. So like, I got stomping grounds all over the place. Shoot,
Okay.
I went to high school in Bedford, Mass.
Okay.
All over the place. So my stomping grounds, Boston, but all over Mass, really. So
Right. Now I respect it. You think being a woman in the Boston scene comes with extra pressure to prove yourself?
no.
No, straight like that. Why you feel like that? You just know for.
It's different.
Okay.
It's different. The woman in Boston, like, from what I've heard, we don't make the same music as the men from Boston. We might talk about similar things. We might say similar lingo, but like the music is a little different. Like it is a little different. So I don't really feel like it's harder. I don't really feel like it's harder. And, honestly, we're washing them.
Right. I felt that. Yeah. Do you feel like Boston don't fully support until somebody from out of town does?
um, I think yes and no. I think a part of it is people wanting to see that other people mess with you or F with you. let me make sure that this super cool person or this person I think is super cool messes with them, and then I can rock with them. Mind you, we're from the same city, but I just needed to see him do it or her do it with them for me to feel comfortable enough to publicly say I support this person or I rock with what they do. I like what they do. But then there's also just some instances where it's just like, you can bubble here. I think a lot of the time it's like a mind thing. People psych their selves out. They're just like, I can't do it. Like, I cannot do it. Like, Boston doesn't support me. Like, everybody's always hating on everything. But at the same time, it's how you look at it and what you do to push yourself, because you're not just trying to appease the crowd of Boston. You're trying to get out of Boston.
Exactly.
So it's just like, if you're so focused on the feedback of Boston, you're never gonna get nowhere. Like, come on.
No, it's real. If you could change one thing about the Boston scene or how artists move here, what would it be?
Not being afraid to work with one another. I think because Boston's so small, there's so much hood politics, really, and it makes it difficult for people to feel comfortable enough to work with other artists and step into environments they haven't stepped in or want to step in, because they're either intimidated or they're scared of what the retaliation might be or the feedback from their peers.
No, well said. Well said. So you're basically saying we should, just collaborate,
Yeah.
go up.
Because that's the only way we could really put Boston, Massachusetts on the map, is if we work together. If we're not working together, But at the same time, I understand everybody has their own individual, things going on and why they feel like they can't make things work. But at the same time, a lot of that stuff is stuff that you could put under the bed. Like, you're good. Things don't be that deep, and that's the problem.
Do you feel like the internet made it easier for Boston artists to break, or does it feel like you got to move out to blow up?
I think the internet made it easier. If we didn't have the internet and the tools that we do to promote our music, to even put our music out there, we'd be nobodies. So it's just like the internet honestly has, like, you could do anything. You could buy anything on the internet. And that's the key. Like, you could do whatever you want on social media, as long as you put it out there. Like, you just have to simply put it out there. That's all you have to do. And people will see it. Somebody will see it. The next person will see it. It's like an algorithm thing. Internet's a whole different world.
Right.
But it is definitely the key to the world at this point, because everything's AI. Everything's,
Yeah.
we living in a robot world.
I respect that. I felt
That's
that
what we
too.
living in.
What kind of environment shaped you as an artist we see now? Was it school, family, or just a city life?
It was probably a mix of all of them, honestly, between family, school, friends, day-to-day life.
Break that down.
Taking taking a Metco bus after school, getting off at Back Bay, work, having to go work. You know, I worked 2 jobs, freaking. I
Workaholic.
worked at the Franklin Park golf course for like 3 years. Shoot, everything, like family, going to church. I went to Morning Star. So like there was that influence of me going to church on Sundays with my Ma Dukes. Everything, honestly. Shoot, to the shit that you was seeing your older cousins do, your older brothers do. That's how it all shaped me.
So I know in the beginning you had said your pops was an MC.
Yeah, he used to MC, yeah. He used to do that on the side. He used to MC the little parties in the neighborhood back in his day. Or he'd be doing the family parties.
Right.
Yeah, that's something he used to do on the side. So we grew up with music around us.
So who was the first person to put the battery in your back to rap? Or was it something that you picked up yourself? Do you feel like just based off of you seeing it?
It was a real battery. I ain't gonna lie, it was a real battery. Like,
Yeah.
my oldest brother, B. James.
Okay.
Oh my God, I remember.
Shout out B. James.
He knew I loved to listen to beats. I was always into beats, whether it was like some R&B shit or some rap shit, some drill shit, whatever it was. So I was always listening to beats. I was a huge fan of all the young girls back in the day, Molly Brazy, Cuban Doll, all the Asian Doll, all the dolls. So like,
Yeah.
I was listening to all them type beats on YouTube, and he found a beat. He's just like, yo, get on this shit. Get on this shit. I'm like, I ain't even tried rapping before. I've never really tried. I was 17 years old. That's when I started. And so he's just like, get on this little Cuban Doll type beat. And it was like, bitch, I'm with the gang, with my niggas, I don't give a fuck. Gotta run up on me, Smith & Wesson, bitch.
Yeah,
It was stupid as hell.
Yeah.
But I got on that shit and I'm like, oh shit, wait, I kind of sound type fire out here. Let me fuck with it a little bit more. And that's honestly, that's who put the battery in my back. And I just kept running with it ever since. Shout out to my big brother.
Yeah. Shout out to him again. So how did the name Messy Money Sav come about?
Messy Money Sav, you know, we love the money.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Get
Let's
real
hit that
messy,
money
but-
sound right quick.
Yeah, the money sign.
Yeah.
Also, you know, a group of my brother's friends, my friends, we all like, they came up with the name. Someone came up with the Messy Money name one day, and we all just kind of started like, someone was named Messy Money this, and we was named Messy Money that, and it just kind of fell into place. And I think for me, it just kind of fit. So I was just like, Messy Money Sav, that's my name, Messy Money Sav.
So before Mafiathon, you already had that Gotta Have It video doing 26,000.
Yes.
What made that record special for you?
I think what made it special was the fact that I was talking about multiple different parts of where I'm from. Not only Boston, but I'm from Massachusetts. So there's Brockton, there's Taunton that I mentioned in there. So I mentioned so many different parts of Mass. I was like, you know what? Most of my raps, people be saying, you know, Detroit style, all that. And I hear it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me bring it more towards the East Coast. It was kind of more on a New York drill type beat. You know, it was on a Gotta Have It. That was a Kanye West, Jay-Z song and sample. So I was just like, we're going to bring it over to the East Coast side. And we're going to talk about a little bit of where I'm from a little bit. And we just going to do a little bit of a lifestyle song at the same time and a lifestyle video. We just wrapped it all together and we made it work. So we did. Gotta have it. And it did what it did. It sure did.
No, I definitely did some numbers. What was the song that made the city start saying, yeah, she really got it? Do you feel like personally? Because listening to some of your
Honestly,
songs, you're very lyrical. You know what I mean? You kind of have those catchy flows. So, like, which song do you think?
I wouldn't even say it would be Gotta Have It. I would say it was probably, and honestly, I can't even remember the name. It's so old. It's so old. It's probably like 4 or 5 years old. I'm rapping in the back of my backyard in Mattapan on Wilmore Street. And it's literally me and the gang. Me and my bitches behind me, my brothers behind me. I don't even, how does it go? Bae, you know what song I'm talking about? How does it go? I'm in the backyard. Girl, stop playing. I don't like this.
It's like a tenant, like not a tenant, but the side of the house is like shut it off.
I could take you to the block.
You in the
I don't even remember. It was so old, but honestly, that was one of my like third songs that I dropped. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments. But it was probably like the third.
Yeah, we're
song
dropping in
that-
the comments for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
probably like the third or fourth song that I dropped on YouTube, and I'm freestyling in my backyard, and I'm just fucking doing a thing. And honestly, I think that was the first time people really like took a listen. They were like, "Oh shit, I rapped for like maybe 3 minutes straight." Honestly, just fucking freestyling my ass off. And I think that's when people was like, oh shit, who is that? But then the lack of consistency as you get caught up in real life and as you do, I feel like people saw me, they heard of me, but it was kind of one of those like, well, we waiting for more. And so slowly I started dropping. And then people were like, okay, that's Messy Money Sad. There she is. And the Kai Cenat shit, definitely full circle. Okay, she's back. I haven't dropped for like 3 years. So
Yeah, but that's a great way to come back,
it's
though.
a great way to come back.
I ain't gonna
right?
lie. Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
just me posting a story on my Instagram.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit blew up for sure. So who shot the video? And how important do you think the visuals are to Boston artists breaking out?
A video for Gotta Have It.
Yes.
A video for Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
Who shot that video? My girl Rico shot that video.
Okay.
Yes, Rico.
Shout out Rico.
Yep, 508 Rico. She's dope. She could really do her thing with the visuals for sure.
Okay, female visual. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to her, man. But how important do you think it is for artists for their visuals to be nice for them to break out of?
I don't think you need to put that much pressure behind the video being nice. You don't have to. Because at the end of the day, it's about putting the content out there. And for me, saying that, it's kind of like, all right, take your own advice. I'm taking my own advice. I'm an artist. I'm up and coming, so I'm doing the same thing.
Right.
And at this point, I'm learning that you just got to put it out there. Like, you just got to put it out there. It's not always about making sure you have X, Y, and Z done. As a girl, a female artist, I feel like we are so focused on making sure we have the looks, plural, multiple looks.
Boston don't get enough national looks. Do you feel like appearance kind of opened the door for the city?
Like my appearance?
Yeah.
Definitely. For sure. Because people, aren't seeing new artists come out of Boston. We got our solidified people out of Mass, but like we don't really have any young bubbling artists that are really out there. There's a lot of artists that have been in situations either locked up or doing stuff that kind of like
Yeah.
had their shit. But we don't have anybody who's really like outside right now who's doing something right now.
Yeah.
The face of the world, at least.
What's one thing that the outsiders don't understand about the Boston scene, in your opinion?
That there is a scene.
Yeah.
That there is a scene. I went to college in Virginia for like a very short time. I was only in college for like maybe a semester, but I was in Virginia. I was at Hampton University, and when I was over there, shit, they didn't even think we had black people. So it's like stuff like that. They don't even know there is an us up here.
Right.
They don't even know that there's a scene for music. It's just like Boston's known as the medical mecca, education, stuff like that. But we're not really known for like a lot of music. We got the Bobby Brown, we obviously got some other folks as well, but like
Benzinos,
yeah. Of course. But like we aren't known for music. We're not known for music. So like we're not known for having that type of scene at all.
Yeah.
But I think it's slowly starting to bubble. I think locally, for sure, there's things that are being talked about, artists that are being talked about, but on a larger scale, no. I'm just being honest. Like, there's
That's
a
real.
whole lot of like, local buzz and super hot local people But like world recognition, shoot, even just across on the west coast to the east coast, north to the south, like we don't really have that like that, you know.
Right. Now I understand that was real. That was real.
I'm just being blunt and honest.
Yeah,
As
no, I
honest
felt that,
as
you
I
know,
can
and
be.
we like that over here at Hip Hop Munchies. We like you to be
And
real
this is
authentic.
honestly coming from somebody who's still like I'm still working on my own career. So like this is someone who's seeing it coming up. Like I'm still in the shit. I ain't seen it yet. You know?
Yeah. You move like a businesswoman. What's the brand side of Messy Money Sav looking like?
I think the brand is unintentionally you. Like shoot.
Just being yourself, authentic.
Authentic.
I respect that. Yeah.
It's okay to be a girl that's a little rough around the edges. Like, it's okay to, you know, be classy when it's time to be classy. But, you know, it's also okay to be a little bit more on the tomboy side. It's not, you know, there's so many different lanes for us. And I feel like as women, a lot of the times when you're more on that rougher side, you're always told to like be a lady, and you know you should be a lady. Be a lady, you know. When it's time to be a lady, be a lady. But there's some of us like me that you know, shoot, we a little bit more raw and rugged.
Yeah.
And it's okay to show that. It's
Right.
okay to be authentically who you are, but also you know, at the same time, I'm a lady. I'm a woman, so I know how to be a lady, and I'm authentically the lady that I am. I'm raw and rugged, and real cutthroat.
I respect that. Yeah, that's real. So you affiliated with Rebel Mafia.
Yes.
Okay. What does the movement mean to you?
Rebel Mafia it's a community. It's a family.
Okay. Talk about
It's a
it.
community and it's a family
Okay. Yeah.
of multiple different backgrounds and upbringings, coming together with their talent, with their craft, in a community that you know. There's so many ways to get lost. There's so many ways to get lost in your neighborhood and whatever else you got going on. And it's nice to come together and have a place and an outlet to just kind of like, you know, express yourself.
That's what I was gonna say. Express yourself. Yeah. That's real.
Definitely
That's real.
express yourself. Like
Yeah.
it's sometimes, you know, people feel, you know, insecure to express themselves. So if we have a place and a space and a group of people, especially like us, Rebel Mafia, like, you know, we're a family. We come together. We have our days. We get together. We in the crib, a hot ass crib. We do it freestyles back to back. Like we have moments like that. That's who we are, you know.
No, that's real. As far as that, would you sign to a label if the right deal came, or are you trying to stay independent and keep control?
I feel like that question answers itself.
Okay.
I feel like if the right deal came, nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the goal is always to be like independent and to be able to make as much money as you can, have your own royalties, all that. It's very important. I get it, you know, but at the same time, you know, if there's a right deal and it's cut in the right way, then you
Cutting
know
the right check.
And it's not just cutting the right check, but
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like
No, yeah,
this is
excuse
also
me.
your life at the end of the day. So you know, like
Yeah.
you got to make the right decisions, and like a lot of the times, I feel like up and coming artists will see, you know, a little chunk of money, and money is just money. Like it's really just money. Sometimes you can't sacrifice your integrity and who you are, you know, like a lot of the times the industry can be that, you know.
So all money ain't good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all money ain't good money.
I respect that. So outside of music, what's life like for you? Family, downtown, down, excuse me, I can't even talk because of this cut water. Downtime. Like what's the regular Sav like? Like what's she like?
Shoot, the regular Sav is a regular person.
Okay.
Shoot, I still work a job. Like, I'm a regular person, but life is real fast because things are happening. I'm making music. I'm working on drops. People are reaching out to me, especially ever since the On the Radar and Mafiathon 3. So that's been really good. I'm getting things in motion for myself. And of course, family. I'm a family woman. I am a family woman. So every day is about family. I'm with my family all the time. And I'm working for my family.
So what keeps you grounded when things get hectic, Sav?
God.
God did.
God.
Yeah. Can you want to talk a little bit about that?
That's something my grandmother always said. Just, I always say thank you, Jesus. And people don't know this about me, but I am a God-fearing woman. I am a real God-fearing woman.
Amen.
At the end of the day, you got to answer to him. So.
No, I respect that. What motivates you right now? Is it money, legacy, or proving something, or is just the love for the music?
My family.
Family first.
My family motivates me.
Okay.
Every single day. My family. My mom. Shoot. My man. Shoot. My kids. Everybody. My family.
Oh, so you're a mom?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Shout out to all the moms out there. Could I ask you some questions about motherhood or being a mom?
Of course.
So, what has motherhood been like for you?
Well, I am a new mom. I am a bonus mom.
Okay. Yeah. Talk about it.
I am a bonus mom, and it's super dope. It's like what most people would say is non-traditional, but my family we just fall right into place with each other, you know, and we do what we need to do. We support each other. It's definitely different. I'm young. But at the same time, as I'm young, I am taking on a responsibility that I've fallen in love with. So,
And how do you balance the family time from your career?
I would say it's easy. It's easy. My family comes with my career, so it's just like my daughter listens to my music. She listens to her father's music. Her father makes music as well. So she's surrounded by it. Same thing with my parents. They are very involved. Like, they hear the music all the time. They're very in tune to what I'm doing and the movements I'm making out here. So everything comes together. It's a package deal. So it's smooth. Like, there is no hurdles because I have such a big village behind me that I could call on anybody around me. And that's really dope. Not everybody has that. So I'm really grateful.
So if you could describe your current era in one word, what would it be? Is that too hard of a question?
Back from the dead.
Back from the dead. Okay, yeah.
Back from the dead.
Okay.
Literally.
Is it because you took the hiatus and came back?
I took the hiatus.
Cenat show?
I took the hiatus, and honestly, that was here I'm back, because I dropped the Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
But it was just a video. It was just a video. So I think that was really raw, and it was a time for people to be like, oh shoot, let me sit and listen to Messy Money Sav. I ain't hear from her in a little minute. Let's see what's going on. And it was a good way to jump back, especially in front of the world. So
okay. No, I like that question. Now, what's the next moves? More singles or a project or visuals?
I have a project releasing soon. I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay.
But I do have a project releasing soon. So
well, you're not gonna tell us the name, or?
I'll tell you the name.
Okay. What's the name?
The name is 88 Baby.
88 Baby. Can you break that down, please?
So 88 Baby, Wellington Hill.
Wellington.
So
Okay.
Wellington Hill, Mattapan, Boston, Mass. My grandmother, that's where she lived. So 88 Wellington Hill, that's one of my like, you know, my big stomping grounds. Like every single day after school, going to my grandmother's house, shoot, every single day. Like there wasn't a day I wasn't at my grandmother's. A day I really didn't see my grandmother. Even when she got older, she moved in with my parents, and I was taking care of her. So like, she also passed about a
RIP.
year ago.
RIP. Yeah.
So R.I.P. Grandma. But I would say there was a lot of influence behind her passing and my relationship with her and my closeness to her and me spending so much time over there growing up. So it was 88 Baby. It had to be. It was the first project.
Talk about it.
It
Yeah.
had to be. There was so much emotion into it, and you could definitely feel it in a couple songs. So you gonna hear some.
Okay.
There's also a lot of fun stuff on there as well. So
Okay,
I'm
that's
excited
dope.
to hear the feedback as well. I can't wait for y'all.
Yeah. So I had asked you earlier. So you know about the bread spot, Cousin Stiz Fries. If Messy Sad had a plate, what would it be? I think Cousin Stiz had the loaded fries.
Honestly, I would do like a short rib fry. Like, let me get some beef short rib. I love
Okay.
making beef short rib. That's one
Yeah.
of like my favorite meals to make. So beef short rib
Okay.
on top of some French fries, but like not too much of like the little gravy. Like a little bit of gravy, because you don't want your French fries like wet with
Drenched,
the sauce. So
Yeah.
and I'm plain Jane. Honestly, I don't even do condiments on my French fries. So to ask me something like that, like when Cousin Stitch has his own French fries, I don't even do ketchup. Like,
Oh man, no ketchup. That's great. Nah, that's funny though.
maybe some short rib fries though. We gonna see.
No, that's real.
Red
That's
holla
real.
at me.
What's one lesson this year taught you about yourself?
Y'all might say this is corny, but I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
That ain't corny at all. We gonna hit that money sign.
I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If I didn't have God, like you said, like that's who grounds me. It's all back to God. It's all back to Christ for me. So if I didn't have him, I would not have been able to get through this year. Y'all know this economy is crazy, but if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be where we was at. So I wouldn't be where I was at. I know I can say that for sure. For sure. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful.
Okay. If you could go back to talk to the younger you, what would you tell her? Or matter of fact, what would you tell each and every individual that's trying to be a creator, an artist? What would you tell them based on what you know now?
Start sooner.
Start sooner. Money sign. Okay. What else?
Start sooner. Kind of like what I said earlier, there's always going to be negative feedback. So when you do hear that negative feedback, just like brace yourself to be able to push forward.
All right. Where do you see yourself taking the brand, music, fashion, or business?
All over the world.
All over the world. Universal. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Would you start your own label or collective for other women and artists out here in the city?
I think if I got to that point, for sure, for women, yes. But it would be it would be a lot different than I feel like what we see now. I feel like a lot of the labels go off popularity, opposed to real talent, craft, ability to really create a song. You know, like you know, it's very easy to rap. It's a lot of people can rap. People can rap their ass off. Like everybody can rap. Who can rap in circles. But like, can you curate a song? Can you make something that people want to listen to?
Right.
And not just for the moment.
Can you
forever.
fill in them seats?
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, it's something that I'm still trying to figure out to this day. Like, you know, every time I make a song, I'm like, is this what somebody's going to want to listen to forever when they're in this mood? When they're in this mood, they know they could turn that Messy Money Sav song on and they're just like, yeah, this is perfect for how I'm feeling right now. Let me just play that. You know? Like,
yeah.
make something for everything.
Okay. Top 5 female artists of Boston or Mass.
Top 5 female artists.
Or it could just be male or female. Just
I don't have 5 of each. I will say that.
5
but
of all together.
Top female artists.
And male. Yeah, you could just do that.
I really like the Nay Speaks girl.
Nay Speaks.
I really do like her.
Okay, she's busting.
Who else? Kayla Fendi. We can't forget Kayla Fendi. She be doing her big one.
Yeah.
And she's an OG out here for real.
Uh-huh.
But outside of those two, there's another young girl who I think she goes by. I think it's Kiwi. I think I sometimes say it wrong, but I think it's. Kiwi.
I think I know who you talk about.
So,
I can't pronounce the name.
So yes, she has she doing her thing.
Yeah, she fire,
especially for the young girls, especially the young creators. And I will say she is one of those artists who steps outside the box. She really steps outside the box and creates a lane for, I feel like, the more alternative rap girlies. And I think that's hard, you know, like I grew up listening to Rico Nasty and stuff like that. She was kind of like the alter. So like it's dope to see somebody like her do something like that here. So all 3 of those girls definitely for sure.
Okay. You got 3. You got two guys.
2 guys out of Boston
or Mass.
I can't lie. My brother is one of my favorites. Big Super.
Okay,
he's you know like my brother's one of my favorites. Big Super is one of my favorites out of Mass, out of Boston.
And who else?
Other than that, it's hard. I don't want to be biased. Like I don't want to be biased.
No offense to anyone that hasn't got picked, but you know.
But anybody in my camp, so that goes for Kai Bills, BJ, like they're real authentically Boston. We got Bricks, King Bricks, super authentically Boston down. Like, who else? Shoot. I think that's enough. Shoot. That's enough for real.
Who else would you like to see sit down with us today? Or any other day?
Who else would I like to see sit down with HipHopMunchies?
Male or female?
I want y'all to bring up another female. I want y'all to bring up another female. I can't like put my finger on who I think y'all should bring up here, but I definitely would love to see another female artist. Like I said, there is no competition with the males, but we do need more spaces for us females to sit down and have opportunities like this for, you know, people on the internet who are just scrolling or find us on a hashtag to be able to sit and listen and find out who we are, you know? Like,
yeah.
I would love to see another female from Boston up here, for sure.
Okay. So second and last question is, we like to, HipHopMunchies, we do a lot of munchies, we do a lot of hip hop, but there is a segment where we do educate the youth. Could you give us some motivation for the youth, the young girls, the young guys, coming up, entrepreneurship, creativeness, whatever it is, they just coming up. Could you give them some motivation, like, somebody that doesn't have the same resources, or somebody that might not have like certain things in their life, like what type of motivation would you give them today? I know that was a lot, but
I would say use of community resources. So there's so many resources in our community, whether it's a friggin' public library, honestly. And when I say this for the youth, this is something that's really important to me. Like, and it has to end with history. Like, really take a second to learn about your history, your background, whether it's community, where you're from, or ethnic background, whatever it is. But like, really learn your roots, like, for real. In the world that we're in right now, outside of career and all that, forget all that. Like, really take a step back and just learn your history. Know who you are. Learn who you've come from.
History
learn
is
all
important.
that your people have done.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's real. Let me see if I have another one.
Education is everything.
Okay,
education is
key.
everything. Before
Right.
I come from an educator. My mother's an educator, so education before everything. And whether that's environmental education, neighborhood education, educate yourself. The mind.
All right. Last question. If you weren't doing music, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
If I wasn't doing music, I would probably be doing some sort of form of cosmetology mixed with healthcare. So probably like a medical cosmetology.
Okay.
Something like that. You know, I went to EMT school, so I know how to save a life.
So you're basically.
I went to Boston EMS.
Yeah.
EMT school, and that was hard as hell. But I didn't continue to do it because I did not want to be on that truck.
Right.
So probably a mix between that, and I used to do lashes. You know, I love like skin. I used to do like waxing, all types of stuff like that. So it'd probably be like a mixer, blend of the two, and probably some sort of medical cosmetology career.
So still in the entrepreneur.
Still in the entrepreneurial.
Okay. I respect it. So any drop your links, the YouTube. Where they can find it?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Messy Money Sav. They could also find me on YouTube. I'm also on Apple Music. Like I said, I do have a tape dropping very soon.
Name of it?
88 Baby.
88 Baby.
88 Baby. So that's going to be dropping really soon.
A date? You said you wasn't going to tell us.
I can't give y'all a date.
Oh, that was a try.
Honestly, I can't give y'all a date. It's a surprise. Yeah. Just like y'all see me on Mafia 3, it's going to be a surprise, but it's not going to be a long wait. I can assure y'all that.
Okay, word. So I appreciate you for pulling up. I am your boy Hard Work, and I'm here with Messy Sav, yo. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. Peace.